Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new, back with another World of Outlaws Dirt Racing Career Mode episode. We are finishing out this second season in the big blocks. We are 40 points back in fourth place right now, so we would have to have a miraculous comeback, I feel like, because we would probably have to win these next three races, and then the showcase we'd have to do well in as well, I feel like. So, going to be very, very tough for us. Last episode didn't go quite as planned. Anthony winning, Decker getting third at Knoxville. We get sixth. And then we got absolutely messed up at Port Royal on the last lap. Tim Sears, who finished eighth, was in fourth or fifth, and we were in sixth. Or no, we were in seventh. He was in like fifth or sixth. Spins out last corner with a lapper. We have nowhere to go. We spin out trying to miss it. I get stuck in the corner trying to reverse forward, back and forth, finish last and lead lap. So we go from seventh or sixth back to 15th, which really hurt us in the points a ton. And then we did pretty well at Lernerville. We were not doing great. Got like a bad slider from Decker, like where he punted me in a corner, and I just absolutely straight lined him. We brought out a caution, and then Anthony finished back in 10th. So we actually gained some points there. Britton getting the win though doesn't help because he's a little bit ahead of us in the points. But these last four races gonna be really tough, and hopefully we could do really well. All right, accidentally like backed out of the session and stuff like that because I skipped to qualifying by accident. So ran some laps, accidentally skipped to qualifying, came back, ran a couple more laps. I'm struggling to hit the practice goal. I can't do it. So we're skipping over to qualifying. Qualifying's a 4 on the top 5. Like that is crazy. I don't understand because I am just really off pace here compared to them apparently. Because I think we did struggle last year at this track too. Now that I remember, we were not running very well here overall. I'm gonna try and run the top. Okay, never mind. We can't run the top. Like it just has zero grip. I wasn't even like on the outside where it's flat yet. It just has no grip. So I have to run the bottom, which is what I was doing in practice. I was just gonna see if qualifying worked up top or not. But hopefully we can at least hit a decent lap down here, make up some of our time at least, so we don't start way the hell on the back, and that's going to be an 8:19. That starts us 14th. What is that? Fourth in heat 2. Hopefully I can at least get one of those spots in the heat. That'd be nice. But who's starting out front? We got Peter out front in this one. Anthony or Decker is going to be in first and third heat, I would imagine, on pole. Can't get under Dinkins right away. We got Jack right in front of us as well. I do not want to go all the way to the outside because we already saw how that worked out in the qualifying. I need to get down to the bottom. Paul, let me get down or you're going to get straight line too, just like Decker did last race. I swear I am not having it with people right now because of that Port Royal race. Like we've already lost it for like championship points and stuff, I feel like. So I have no regard for any life in this race anymore. For the rest of the season. Somebody does me wrong, they're getting wrecked. I don't care. Because I can't get them back normally without like completely spinning them or anything, so I'm just going to completely straight line them at this point. I want to get Dinkins though, like not cleanly maybe, but maybe like rubbing them, getting by them and stuff if we can. But starting back in 14 is not going to be great, but it seems like we're not super fast here anyways. I'm trying my best. We did have a good run there in 3 and 4. Trying to do that again in 1 and 2. Not going to be close enough, I think, to throw a slider on him. And he runs right down by the tire anyway, so I definitely learned a little bit there towards the end where I was catching Dinkins, but definitely didn't get up there and gain a spot. So we're going to still start back in 14th, which seems like it's going to be rough in traffic. So we'll see if we can try to work our way to a top 10. Who's out front? Peter's out front. Anthony is second. Decker is in fourth, so hopefully they could fall a little bit, but Peter being out front is still not great for us because he is ahead of us in the points as well. But he's not as far ahead in the points or anything like that. But man, I don't understand. Like some of these tracks, I feel like we would do well, and then we just really struggle at also, which is confusing. Because I feel like this is one of the tracks that we would be better at. Oh, they're wrecking on my outside. That was not even my fault, but we're already up to 9th. Gained 5 spots right there, which was really nice. So that was good. Hopefully we can continue to do that every restart. That'd be great. That means I'd be up in like 5th or 4th here after a couple laps potentially. There's no way that happens because they just get faster up here anyways. But Margie being in front of us should be able to get in front of her. I was going to completely straight line that tire. I had to straighten out there. We're going to use Decker up a little bit, and I completely screwed myself over by touching him. and a lot of other people behind us. Decker, get out of my way. I am not a fan of yours right now, just with what happened at Lernerville, so we're going to keep it that way the rest of the season. Ooh, they get a caution, and I think that was Decker. I don't see him at the 4 spots behind me, so love to see that. Hopefully he stays further back. Anthony's up into 3rd now. He might gain that spot back to 2nd like he was before. We don't need that at all. I want to get down under Jack, but I can't. They're starting outside, try to get down behind him, not able to do so. We're between Pearson and Jack here. Okay, Pearson just going down the track, blocking me all the way down the backstretch. What's our damage like? 95%? It's not awful. Anthony actually lost a spot. He's going to lose another one to us right here. I'll guarantee that. Pearson just hit the brakes on the exit, apparently. I don't know why I ran him over there. I don't know where all this speed came from the A-main. I don't know where this was for qualifying or the heat race, because that would have been nice just being faster in general. I don't think time-wise we're necessarily faster. I think it's just race-wise we're faster than what they're running at the moment and stuff. Darren is running up top. I need a restart though, which would be really great for us, because we'd be straight behind Peter, might be able to get ahead of Darren right away and then use up Peter to maybe get the lead, but Anthony is absolutely flying up to my ass. Can't do anything about it to where he just keeps getting to me really quick, because he's ripping the outside and then coming all the way up to me. But Pearson throwing that slider is going to save us a little bit there. That's lovely. Love to see that. And that's 2 points there, every position. Besides first to second, what's it called? Britton up front, getting 6 on us right now. He's already 6 ahead, so he'll be 12 ahead of us currently with his positioning. That's why I would not mind a caution happening. If the caution could happen with Anthony or Decker or both of them precisely, that would be fantastic. Or even Britton out front, get him this. Well, he's not going to lose any spots really. Anthony and Decker behind have people right around them and stuff, so they could actually lose more positions. I imagine Decker's still somewhere right behind us. I haven't necessarily seen his car or him on the leaderboard. Actually, Decker's in 4th right now, yeah. So Decker and or Anthony would be fantastic, because Decker is further out in the lead on points. But both of them would be really nice. I don't want them finishing right behind me like they currently are. Don't hit the tire. We got 5 laps left here at the line. And we got this lap traffic we're trying to deal with. Britton's just getting away through this lap traffic really well. Darren's getting through it pretty well. I'm not really catching him. Decker and Anthony behind me are kind of keeping pace with me right now, a second and a half back. So there's not a whole lot I can do about that, but they're kind of battling side by side. I hope they end up wrecking together. That'd be fantastic. Don't hit the tire. I had to straighten out really bad there, slowing myself up. 3 laps to go. As long as I don't hit the tire, I don't think they'll catch me from behind, honestly. Because I think I got enough of a gap that I could avoid a tire and be fine, just slow myself down a little bit and we'll be good. 2 laps to go. They're still right on each other behind. I hope Anthony finishes in front of Decker just because of the point situation. Anthony will gain 2 more points on Decker instead of losing 2 points. And he'll lose 2 points to everybody if he finishes 1 more position back, which would be nice. But final lap here. I don't think Anthony's going to be able to make anything happen here unless Decker gets held up by a lap car or something, and it is not going to happen. Decker got 4th, Anthony got 5th, Britton got the win. We got a nice top 3, but it's kind of too little too late, I feel like, at this point. It's going to be a tough hill to climb these last 3 races, because Peter is getting 6 more points on us. He's 12 ahead. We're 26 behind Anthony and just under 40 away from Decker, so it is almost a lost cause on the season. $31,000 is really nice, though, to go in the bank. That will get us up to $193,000. That's actually really nice. I honestly could get that chassis upgrade now, but if I end up getting that chassis upgrade now and we do win the championship, then I will have 0 money going into next season. I don't know, go top 5 for the next 2 races. Screw it. Because that chassis upgrade is 178. I can't get that full upgrade anyways yet, so I'll wait. It's one more race at least still. Sugar Bush, half-mile track, probably not going to be great for us because the bigger tracks have not been nice to us overall. So 20 laps here, I don't even know what to expect here because we didn't run this track last year or anything. So we'll see what we could do first time here. All right, I only ran a couple laps with our first adjustments, and we ran almost 5/10 faster than the goal, so we actually might be able to qualify a top 5 as well if we could hit that once again. I don't know if it's because, like, the AI is running way out here by the wall, and that's a lot slower for them or whatnot, because I'm just ripping right along the inside, basically, and that worked out very well for me, so I'm just going to continue to do that, and hopefully we could qualify well as long as we don't mess it up or anything. I don't know how the track slickens off here, if it's going to get really bad down here or anything. Car feel is really nice, just like it did in practice so far. I'll take that. See if we could hook the inside. I'm trying not to get all the way down there by the wall because it would just push you back out, kind of like it has a little bit of a banking. That's a 5:17. That's a top 5 at least, but not as quick as we ran in practice, so a little bit slower than practice time. But that's okay. Trying not to hit that berm as much as we can. That was a better 3 and 4, but I think my 1 and 2 might have been a little bit worse, and we didn't have the run in. 5:30 on the second lap, that's not bad. Starting P5, second in heat 1. So Anthony's up on pole, of course, so we'll see if we could try to beat him. If not, we'll just get along with this, go to the qualifying dash, start 5th, because I don't think we'll get past, most likely, by Pearson. Gonna try and pull down behind Anthony if possible. We do, and get under him if possible. That's the only way we're gonna be able to get by him. But he had too good of a run there off of turn 2. I really thought I was gonna be able to sneak under him, push him up a little bit just by my presence under him, and then hoping that that would get him to lose a little bit of ground there, because I wanted him to go to the outside because I felt like he'd be really slow for a corner. Because if he goes full outside, I might be able to throw a slider on him. We're still pretty close. But he is slowly pulling away every corner so far. These laps aren't too long, which is nice, but 20 laps is going to feel like a while here, depending if we're battling a whole lot and whatnot. So we'll have to see. But hopefully the qualifying dash goes by nice. We can maybe get our way into like a top 3. With people starting on the outside, we'll be on the inside in P5, so hopefully we can get like 2 people at least right off the bat and get up to 3rd. And then maybe we can start straight behind the leader, which would be Anthony most likely, for the actual A-main, which would be nice. I kind of wish I would have dropped this to 16 at this point, so I'm in a little bit of a rush right now as I'm trying to record this at the moment. I'm just trying to get ahead for my cruise, because this past week that is already gone from the time this is recorded, I would have been gone on a cruise all week, so I'm just like in a rush at the moment to try and get these done. And wish I would have dropped this track to 16 just because it's a bigger one overall. But either way, it'll be fine. We'll get through it, and hopefully there's not that many cautions, because I don't know if the cautions actually help or hurt for the amount of laps that get ran and stuff. But we got 5 laps here in this qualifying dash. I ran up too wide apparently, and Root is gonna go right under me. Decker, I do not care that I dumped him right there. I was just running, and I guess I slid up into his left rear. I honestly didn't think I was gonna touch him, but we completely dumped him. But you know what, it is what it is. I do not care about Decker with how last episode went. If you watched last episode, if you're following the series, you probably know that I haven't liked him from last episode at all. Try to get down behind Peter. See if we could almost scare them up. I don't want to run too high, like slide too high up to where the guy behind me gets a run, because I'm trying to hold the bottom, but I'm really sliding hard off. And they're wrecking again behind me. Decker looks like he might have wrecked some people, because he went from 8th to 3rd, or 8th to 5th there. Or 8th to 6th. I can't freaking speak right now. But we got a green-white checker now. We'll see what happens. Unless Dinkins and Root wrecked each other, I have no clue what happened, honestly. I need to try to get down behind Sears. Try to send it down here. That actually worked. But they're going to slide right back by me. Sears is at least. Peter not so much. But we are going to have some other cars trying to get under me. Decker being super aggressive. I'm not shocked by that, because he is very aggressive. He's somehow all the way back up here. I'm sliding up in front of him. I do not care. We're making that work regardless. You're not getting back by me. I don't care if Peter gets by me. You are not, Decker. Dinkins trying to do what Decker did to us to get by us, and we are just slow on the exit of these corners, man. That is rough. I don't know what it is. They have like a speed boost of like nitrous or something on the exits. They just get super straight off the exit of the corners. It's nuts. Because I feel like my tires are just spinning massively on the exit of these corners, which is not good at all. You try to get down behind Dinkins. I'm going to try and go on this real low thing and block off some people if we can. Dinkins is going to go back by us. Peter is going to stay behind us, though. Might be able to do it to Dinkins again here. Hold the bottom lane, though, so Peter couldn't get back by. I'm trying to lift more to hold the bottom lane for the exit. That actually seems to be working right there. So maybe that's all I was messed up with in the qualifying dash and stuff. I was like kind of full throttle once I got into the corner, and the car just kept sliding up into the slick, and I wasn't really managing staying on the low side very well. I would just try to like get myself sideways to stay down there, and I guess I needed to really modulate the throttle more to try to hold the bottom. Because who's out front right now? Anthony, so that's not great. Everybody else is behind me, at least, that we're battling. But Anthony being in first is rough. Literally, if it's not me winning, it's Anthony, Decker, or Peter every single time. So the points are real hard to come by because you really have to take advantage of the people doing bad, but you have to do well yourself every single week. I think we're just going to have to get that chassis upgrade and just dominate all next season, basically. It's going to be a tough one to do. We're going to have a whole season where we should have probably won the championship this year, but it is what it is, where not a whole lot you could do when you have one or two really bad races in the year just because like a wreck at the very end of the race or something happens. Like, you can't really control that a whole lot, which is unfortunate. I really would like a restart right about now where we're in third place. That would be awesome because I feel like running all the way down by the wall in turn one, I might be able to slide up in front of Anthony for first. It'd be really tight, but I might be able to. Or if I can get up in front of Darren here and then the caution comes out, might be able to do the same thing because I'll be able to cut down under Anthony in front of third place. But now we're only losing 4 points to Anthony. We're gaining multiple on Decker and Peter. But Peter is slowly working his way by people as I am as well. Like, he's just following me on through, and Decker's up into fifth now as well. So he's slowly just following the conga line of cars, trying to work his way forward too. But I am hooking that bottom really well. Get myself a little bit on the berm down there, and it's not pushing me up too bad. I'm just modulating the throttle to keep it low on the bottom side. And we're doing well, but Anthony's starting to catch some lap traffic, which is going to be interesting to see how he deals with it up here. Peter has worked his way by Darren on that top side, actually, and he was very fast up there. But he comes down to the bottom to try to get by me, so it doesn't make any sense, but he does it. But with the Anthony starting to get by some lap traffic, could possibly bring out a caution if he runs up into a lapper on the exit of a corner or something. So that would be nice for us if he ends up wrecking somebody on his own, and that could honestly lose him the race potentially if he does that. I'm not saying I'll get in front of him, but I'm going to do my best to really send it in turn one if we do get a caution. It'd be kind of crazy because we definitely need it. We need every point we can get, and we need to not lose anymore altogether. Oh, two lappers get together real hard, but they keep it straight. That's unfortunate. We're on lap 13. We got 8 laps left. Come up to 7 to go right here. Oh, Peter's getting a good run on the inside. Got to hold that low line down the front stretch as well. Like, just a little bit, like a lane off the wall or something at least. Like, if there was a lapper on your outside. Just so they can't get by you. Because if I go all the way out to the wall, sometimes they'll get like a speed boost and get to my inside right before going into the corner or something. And that will smell disaster for us. So that would not be very good at all. How far are we? We're ahead. We're pretty far ahead of everybody else behind. Decker lost 5th place. Ooh, Peter's up on that lapper. I tried to like manipulate him behind by me sliding up, and maybe he would follow me and go up into the lapper. That would have been interesting because sometimes that does happen where they just kind of get zoned in behind you and will follow your move, and you can like kind of manipulate the car behind you to wreck the car on their outside on the straightaway, potentially. Got Jessica Robinson here. We're up to 20th lapping. Anthony's up to like 15th lapping, it looks like, or so. We're trying our best just to get by these lappers as clean as possible and not have any issues with them ourselves. But if Peter can have an issue with Jessica there in the mirror, oh, she kept it straight. No. Peter almost got under us because I ran a little high watching my mirror, missing the entry line a little bit. Dang it, man. That's what we needed right there. What was I running for times earlier? I ran a 16.4 in practice. We're running 17 zeros now. So, yeah, times have definitely fallen off quite a bit, I feel like. But starting the final lap here, no cautions as of yet. Everybody's been pretty clean overall. CG coming down, blocking off Britain there. Love to see that. And we're just going to have to hold this low line. Finish second. Anthony's already won this race. So, unfortunately, we're going to lose 4 points to him. And we're going to gain 2 points on Britain, 4 on Decker, because they finished third, fourth. Like, they're just way too consistent for me right now this season for me to do anything to them. So, that's a little unfortunate, but we're doing our best here this season right now with what we've got. We've had to upgrade the car a whole bunch. We're not super far off of them, but we're slowly trying to climb our way back into it, but I think it's a little too late because of that Port Royal race. That'll put us up to 234,000, but we do have to repair the car. Tires got worn out there, which is a little unfortunate, but we got 2 more races left in the season. We got Weed Sport, which is a wreck fest in a way, and then we also got Charlotte as a showcase. So 2 tough races left in the year. We'll see how we could do. All right, got the practice goal here. It is another day because I was going to do the video of this before I went on my cruise, but wasn't able to finish it. So now I'm finishing the back half of this video after the cruise. I probably have a different shirt on and everything. So just in case you're confused, that's why. But we got the practice goal here at Weed Sport. We did pretty well there, so hopefully we could qualify with that. I think that is like just about what I ran in practice, which is going to be really hard to do again. Actually, that's the exact time I hit in practice. That's actually pretty funny. A 787 on the dot. What are the odds of that? So we'll see if we can get a run in for this. Try to go in, slide up, not hit the wall too bad. That's going to slow me down. I felt like that wasn't great, honestly. I want to run low in 3 and 4. Kind of ran middle for a cut down there. I messed up turn 1 already. Didn't turn in early enough. I had to like completely lift there for a long period. Got a little lower there. That was definitely better, but 1 and 2 wasn't that good, unfortunately. So that's going to be 8th overall, which isn't terrible, but I'm pretty sure we're like far back on points. I don't 100% remember where we're at, but because it's been like over a week since I did this because I was trying to get everything done for this season before my cruise and stuff, but not able to do so. But we'll see what we can do here in our heat race. We're in the 4th heat. Right now we're right in line for the qualifying dash, but we're going to get moved right out of the way from Patrick Barnes immediately, which I want to get right back by him. I'm not taking anybody's shit, and we're going around, and we're just going to sit here. Like, this game has made me so mad this season. It's not even funny. Like, I've kind of lost the want to play this game as much. And I might take like a little hiatus from this game and just go back to doing some iRacing more, just chill out, do some racing and stuff. Because I've done so many of these videos in these like seasons and stuff. Like I've just gotten kind of burnt out on this game right now. Don't know if I'm going to do any other different type of console game or go back to the NASCAR Thunder 2003 because I got burnt out on that game a little bit as well. Same kind of deal. So I might just do some iRacing, relax, do some other gaming in general. So if you don't see a lot of this game coming up, that could be the reason why. But I wanted to finish out this season at least. But just the way this game's been this season has been kind of ridiculous in a way, which is it's funny and it's kind of comical is the word. How bad it's like been to me, honestly, because like we could easily be like in the points lead right now with these last 2 races left, or at least fighting for it, but I feel like we're too far back, but I don't even remember what the points are at the moment. But we're starting 8th here in this qualifying dash. We'll see if we can not wreck somebody here in this heat race. Hopefully try to have a good heat race, move forward if possible. We're getting up side by side with Jack a little bit. And I don't have much control of my car once I'm like halfway up in the air when me and Jack collide. That's the one thing about this game that's like gotten super annoying, is like just the collision factor of this game is really bad. Like you could turn it down and stuff, but I already have it pretty low overall. And your car just goes flying all over the place regardless. It's kind of ridiculous in a way. We can get in front of Peter, that'd be nice. I want to try to get up in the 5th if we can. Thought that was going to be our opportunity with Sears. Oh, actually, Decker's going around. That's going to get us up into 5th right there. And we're going to have a nice little restart here. Might be able to get up in the 4th or 3rd here on this restart. Got a green-white checkered. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can try to move forward here. I don't even 100% remember who we're battling in points. I know Peter's up there. Pearson's, I think, up there. Decker's up there, who is back on our inside after being sideways there. Oh, I got 2 sideways on entry. Try to get these spots back if we can. Not trying to slide up in the Sears there, but, you know, we just go fully airborne no matter what with any sort of contact. And we're going to fall all the way back to 8th, where we started this qualifying dash anyways, because we go flying up in the air and lose a ton of time. Like, they gain their momentum back immediately, and then we lose all of our momentum in general. So it's going to be a tough one, especially I think Pearson's starting out in 1st. Yeah, he's starting out there in 1st, and I think he's one of the main guys we're battling in the points. I know Peter's definitely one we're battling in points. Like, I think we're 4th in points if I remember correctly, but it's been so long since then. I don't 100% know. That was a pretty good turn 1 because I actually bounced off of Jack there really nicely, and off of Decker there was not nicely. Getting stuck on Anthony. We don't have any control over any of that. And who is that going around? I don't even know. Somebody went around because of us, but they ended up dying right there. We're back in 8th, right where we started. Why not? We'll see if we can try to gain these spots back right off the beginning once again. I think that might have been Jack that died in that wreck that got the big boot to the inside wall there. Want to try to get down if we can. I don't want to be too high up the track, but I do want to get this grip on the outside on the backstretch. But the outside in 3 and 4 is not necessarily very fast. Working better now in the A main than it was earlier on in that qualifying dash. I need to get turned into the corner correctly. I think our car is kind of damaged because it wants to pull to the left a lot worse than it was earlier. How damaged is the car? 90 on the aero. It's not terrible, honestly. Thought it was going to be worse. I got Dinkins just sliding up on me. Try to get this outside rolling if we can. I want to get by him because I don't like being outside going into turn 1, but I want to throw that slider. So I got clear of him on the front stretch, which was really nice. Very happy about that. We're ahead of Decker and Peter, which is good. 2 of the 4 guys, or 2 of the 3 guys, I should say, we're battling. But I think Pearson is the main one we're battling, and he's out front. So I want to say he's like up front in the points as well. But I don't 100% remember, to be fair. We'll see after this race where we're at. Can I get in front of Darren? Of course not. We're almost going to go flipping because of that, because that makes a lot of sense physically. Like, that made a whole lot of sense for no reason. Yeah, let's go with that. Like, the physics on that made 100% realistic sense. And people ask me why I don't play this game on a wheel and stuff. And it's because of the physics. If I want to play a racing game on my wheel, and I'll do it in first person, I'll do iRacing all day. Like, the physics are better, but the racing probably be very similar with just people not giving a damn, honestly. Oh, we're getting sent in from Peter. That's what I mean by the drivers not giving a damn on the iRacing. Exactly that right there. Peter, get out of my way, or I will wreck you. And that's because he's an AI, not a real person. Like, iRacing, I have some great races with people, but I also have some very awful races. As Pearson's going flipping right there, that's going to be really good for us, honestly. Decker's now out in the lead because he's already out in front of us in the points, I think, too. But Pearson going absolutely flipping head over heels is fantastic for us. I'm happy to see that. That's actually really nice. We need him to do very, very bad in a race, and this could be it. Need to not get that wall on the inside. Bounced off Peter really awkwardly. Stuck on him down the backstretch as well. Get out in front of him there. Decker ended up getting back out in front of Sears, which I did not want to see. Can't avoid the contact in 1 and 2 because I just slide up really hard because there's no grip. And Britain got back out in front of us there. Like, they just have so much, like, speed off the corners. It's crazy, and I have no grip right there. Like, I'm literally spinning out by myself there in the middle of the corner. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, I lifted for half a second and then got back on throttle, and the car just wanted to go around. But they just have all the grip in the world and just get like a boost off of every corner. It's hard to keep up at that point when that happens. Oh, what's going on with the... I don't know if that happened in the video, but I just dumb thinking. But I don't know if that happened in the video with the weird audio. It like cut out for like half a second. It like really threw me off for a loop a little bit there. But we're going to have a couple laps left here to the end. Hopefully Decker can lose some spots. That'd be nice if Sears can actually clear him this time. Because last time he got side by side with him, but then lost it to him, unfortunately. Trying not to slide up and just get into the door of everybody on our outside in the turn 1, because we already know how that's going to go. And Smith getting hit by Britton, and then we get pushed down into the wall. That gives us a bunch of damage, a bunch of engine damage too, damn it. That's not great. Decker does lose the spot to Anthony out front, which is fantastic to see. But all that engine damage is going to hurt us for sure down these straightaways and stuff, which is definitely our strong suit. And that's actually going to be 5th. I didn't realize that was the last lap, so it is what it is. We finished 5th. I'll take that. Where did Pearson end up finishing? All the way back in 21st, so he fell really far there, which is really good, but I know Peter was right by us in the points beforehand. We're still 4th in points. Decker gets 2nd. Oh, Anthony's the one we're battling. It's not even Pearson. I thought Pearson was the one we're battling. Yeah, we're not catching Anthony anyways. We got 40 points to him and Decker, and we only got 1 race left in this season, so there's no hope for us in this season whatsoever. We get some decent money, but it's not going to matter overall. That will get our bank account up pretty good, 245. We definitely had some harsh driving there, but everything's still in the green. It'll be fine because car's not going to drive any different when everything's in the green. What news thing's going to pop up? Yeah, Fist and cars meet at Weed Sport. Yeah, Weed Sport's definitely warning issued. Oh, wow. We got dangerous performance earns warning from officials. I've never seen that. That's actually pretty funny, but I don't give a damn. That's hilarious. Where are we going to? We're going to Charlotte to finish us off. So we'll see if we'll go for a top 15. We're not winning at Charlotte anyways. It's a bigger track, and we haven't been great at the bigger tracks anyways. But yeah, we have 40 points up to Decker and Anthony. I thought it was Pearson that we were battling. So I wish Pearson wouldn't have flipped out. I wish it was Anthony. That would have been much better for us, honestly. So we'll see what we can do here at Charlotte and see if we could try to beat out Peter at least in the points to get a top 3. That'd be nice, but we'll see what kind of speed we have here at Charlotte. All right, got down to a 13.6, which that's only a top 15 goal that we hit, so hopefully we could hit that here in qualifying. It's a 7, so hopefully we can keep up that speed we had in practice. I was trying like this middle to top-ish, and I was running about like a 14.1, so I was kind of concerned about that, and then I tried the bottom, and I was like 5/10 faster, so hopefully we can keep up that kind of speed on the bottom, which would be really good. If we can hit the bottom without getting on the flat down there, that'd be great. That was a pretty solid 1 and 2. 3 and 4 kind of turned in a little early. That wasn't fantastic. Still might make the time. No, it's a 9. So yeah, I definitely messed that up a little bit. And the track's gotten a little slicked off. Not too terrible, but just a little bit. Hopefully that second lap will be a little faster. At 3 and 4 was better. It was a 7:11. Wow, barely hit the time. What was the time? It was a 7:21. We beat it by 100th, so that was super, super tight. But hey, we're starting, what, P3, which is in the qualifying spots for the A-main here. In heat number 3 here, we'll see if we can try to beat Decker. We got Mark Johnson out on pole for our heat. Try to get out in front of Decker right away. Not going to be able to do so, but the tiniest bump, we're going to go flying. Want to slide up in front of Decker because I'm more worried about his speed than the other people's speed. And we actually stayed in front of everybody anyway, so we're good to go. we could finish second here, that'll put us in the qualifying dash, which will be pretty solid. I think it'd be starting 10th or something like that, I want to say, which wouldn't be too bad. Maybe 9th. I think 9th, actually, so that would be all right. Try to get our way forward in the qualifying dash if we can. We got Decker still working that outside behind us, gets right behind us to try to get by. I thought Billy Green was actually going to get by Decker there, which would have been huge, making him have to go to the B main, which would have been interesting. He would have definitely made it out of the B main, but definitely would have been interesting to see, though, if he had to go through it, just so he would start further back in the A main, which would be really nice for us. But I don't think there's any way besides him finishing pretty much last or not making the A main in general. Him and Anthony, they'd have to finish just about dead last in the A main and stuff to even give us a chance, and we would have to finish very well for us to catch that much up in the points. It'd be very tough to do so. But we'll see if we can try to move forward here. I think I saw Anthony out here. Yeah, he's 6th up here ahead of us. 2 rows on the outside ahead of us. Not too terrible. We'll see if we can try to move forward. Sears pulls down right away. I was not expecting that move. I was hoping to actually get under him there on entry to turn 1, but he pulled down very quickly. We don't quite have the speed to hold it under him. That's okay. He goes really high the next lap. Able to get under him in the middle of 1 and 2. I kind of want to throw a slider 3 and 4 if we can. Just barely right on the nose. Dirty as hell, but made it work. Anthony getting clipped, but not going around. I thought the car that hit him was going to make him go right around, and he wasn't going to be able to save it. I was ready to try to dive down the track or stay in my lane up top. I don't even know where he was going to end up at. So I feel like whichever lane I pick, they end up turning down or staying in that one, and I end up running straight into him no matter what. My cat really wants to play right now. Sorry, bud. Give me a few minutes. We'll be fine. Got one more lap here, though. We moved up to 8th. So we got one more spot out of the qualifying dash, which isn't too bad. Maybe starting on the outside also, we can try and get down under 7th in the turn 1. That'd be nice. But we actually pulled away from everybody behind us, too. So we were pretty quick overall, which was nice. So hopefully we can keep that going here for this A main. Try to move our way forward if possible. We're starting straight behind Anthony here. I don't know if I saw Peter out here at all, honestly. If he is, he's right behind us. I didn't pay attention too much in the qualifying dash, but yeah, starting on the outside gave us a little bit better of a jump, and we got by both Anthony and the guy that was in 7th there. I think Max was who was in 7th. So that was actually pretty good for us. But I'm gonna need Anthony to like flip or something for us to even have a chance. Like, he needs to have a massive wreck. Decker needs to run into him. They need to catch on fire to not finish this race at all. Got Stewart Friesen getting moved around by Williams here. Trying to stay off him as best he can. Is that Michael Phelps up there or Jimmy Phelps? I just saw Phelps and I thought it was Michael Phelps. Like, there's no way Michael Phelps is racing the big block in this game. That'd be hilarious. We get out in front of Stewart Friesen and back in front of Sears before turn 3. I'll take that. But yeah, if I do end up coming back, like, running some of this game, I think I might do it in, like, bigger portions and, like, less episodes. Like, I could do, like, a whole, like, half a season in one episode. It won't be, like, every race like this. It'd be kind of like seeing clips here and there of certain races, getting the updates of those races and how we're doing in points instead of, like, commentary over every single race. At least redoing the big block season will be like that for sure. But I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this game. Just go back, do some more iRacing, just chill out on making a ton of videos for like every week and stuff. Just do what I want more or less, have more free time on my hand. Just because I feel like very burnt out from making these videos in general, because they do take a good chunk of time. The only good thing about this over iRacing is like these could be on whatever time I want. Like, I don't have to wait for a certain time slot to run it, which is the benefit of doing random games like this, where I'm just playing against the career mode, like AI type stuff. But I can kind of do that on iRacing in a way. I could do some AI racing on iRacing, make them good races and stuff like that. You make the AI a certain difficulty, you find the difficulty that's good for you, and at a certain track and stuff. It could be a lot of fun because Gavin and I did that for a whole season in Gen 4s before, and it was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. But getting burnt out of this game for sure, trying to do so much a week in it. And then when I got back from my cruise, I really didn't want to get back into this. So that's why I wanted to at least finish out this season so you guys had like at least a conclusion for this season, and then take a break from it, maybe come back to it another time. And like I said, just do like shorter races or something like that for myself, and you guys can get updates on how we're doing in seasons, something like that. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Change it up a little bit instead of how it's been going. But we're over halfway in this race. We're sitting 5th. We have Max right on our ass. Stuart Friesen kind of right behind him. We're pulling away from everybody else behind Stuart Friesen. But we're not catching Matt in front of us at all, and Jimmy Phelps, who is in 3rd. Not really catching them much, but there is a lot of lap traffic up here. We are the highest up of like the full-time drivers, which is fantastic, but I don't think we're gaining 40 points in this race, so that's a little unfortunate on both Decker and Anthony, because I feel like if we were any sort of close in the points, if we didn't have some of those last lap wrecks that we just like lost a ton of spots from this year. We had like 2 of those at least, I think. One was like Port Royal, where we got stuck in 3 and 4 forever. That just absolutely sucked. And I think Eldora, we had a bad finish as well, I want to say. So we easily could have been up there in the points, and it would have been a good finish having this race to try and, backwards behind me, having this race to try to go and catch up to them. But Anthony's only 2 spots behind us right now. He is going to be on the bottom, so he's going to have an opportunity to gain some spots here, because usually the bottom lane moves really well for the AI, but it seems like the bottom lane doesn't work as well for me, because we don't get as good of a jump down here as I do on the outside, I feel like. Because Matt in front of us is going to be able to pull down. We're still in 5th just fine. Anthony's getting side by side with Stuart Friesen. And we'll see if we can try to take advantage of all this being pretty tight here. No, Anthony's getting under us, so actually we're just going to lose more points to him, if anything, right now. We were pulling away from all of them behind us, which was really nice. I want to get back in front of him at any cost, though. I don't care about wrecking as long as I'm in front of him. Just to be the first guy of the full-time drivers to know that we were quick here, at least. Put on a show as much as we can. Johnson going up top. I want to try and slide up in front of him. Not going to be able to do so. I almost got to the outside of Phelps, but that kind of really hurt me for the guy behind us, Max, who got right by us there. I want to finish top 5 in this final race. That'd be really nice, because we could actually get a really good sponsor as well. I don't know if we have the really good sponsor for this car yet or not, honestly. I don't know if we finished top 10 in the final feature last season, so doing another season of these, like on my own kind of terms, doing the updates for you guys, could get a lot of money, because we're going to have a much better sponsor if we don't have that already. So we do end up finishing 5th. Anthony finishes 7th, so he's going to win the championship. Decker ended up coming all the way back up to 9th. Peter fell all the way to 13th, so he didn't have a very good race, but Matt Shepard out front wins it. He kind of dominated the whole thing, and he still won by like a 1.5 seconds, even though we had like somewhat of a late race caution. I think with Peter having that bad of a race, we should jump him in points, because it's 2 points every position. So we should get up to 3rd at least. We do get up to 3rd. How far off were we? We were just about 34 off, 36 off of Anthony. So yeah, we were quite far off, unfortunately. 32 off of Decker as well. Even though we had 4 wins on the year, we had a couple really bad finishes, which sucks, but we got paid out really well for that race. We should get a great sponsor as well if we didn't already have the highest. I don't think we did off of last season, so let's go check that out. That'll get us a good bit of money, almost up to 300K. I think with a signing bonus of this new sponsor that I'm thinking of would get us over that amount, because I think it's a pretty good one. 15K and 10K per race. So yeah, we're getting the best sponsor now in this series, and we still have to run another year in it regardless. Whether or not I do it anytime soon, I don't know. but that will be good for us. So I'll go reset these how we just had it. We did 16 races, half regulation, because it didn't have any Williams Grove in it. That's completely broken in this game. We're going to go top 5 for that sponsor next season. But yeah, I'll get back into this at some point or another. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from it just because I've gotten really burnt out from this game. I just want to relax, just do some regular gaming, do like less videos on YouTube, just like kind of chill out a little bit, because I just feel like really burnt out after like my cruise, and I felt like I didn't do anything for a whole week, and I really just want to like relax longer and just do my own thing in a way. Like, do less of these. Sorry for you guys that really watch these every weekend or every day and stuff that I was putting these out. I really appreciate you guys that were watching this all the time, because I do enjoy talking to you guys in the comments and everything, but I've just gotten really burnt out on this game. I'm sorry about that. So want to get back into it sooner or later, but just want to take some time off of this game at least, and just do some regular racing on iRacing and doing whatever else that I kind of want to do on the side as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one whenever that may be.